I'm swishing, I'm swiping, but you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. I really dig it, I get it. It only takes a minute to keep my house looking this way. And you should see me move when I'm getting in the groove with a can-do attitude. Or I fly so high when I'm swishing.
Please.
No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today.
Thumbs up too. That's right.
Made it a habit, there's nothing hard about it. Just 15 minutes a day. I'm cleaning and flinging, I do my quick routines, and I'll soon be able to play. And you should see me smile when I'm sprucing up this tile. Only takes a little while and I'm done. And it's fun when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. Here we go now. Swish and swipe. Round and round I scroll, just once around this tub, and things are looking up, and I fly so high when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. That's right, I'm blessing my house today.
Get on in here. Where are all our Facebook people? Yeah, come on in. It's Thursday, and you know what that means? It's our day to answer questions, and I have several pages of questions, y'all. Several pages. And I am so excited. I have to tell you a little thing that happened this morning. Liz's dad is not doing well. He's dehydrated. He's had COVID. He's just really sick. She tried to get him to go to the hospital yesterday, and he wouldn't go. That's, our parents can be stubborn, but today he finally decided he would go. And they kept him in the hospital, so say a prayer for Mike. They're filling him full of tons of fluids, and he is going to be okay. Well, Liz got home from taking her dad to the hospital, at which point she looks at her messages on her phone, and it's a message from a FlyBaby. I don't know the FlyBaby's name or anything, and she says, I don't know what to do. I've had to take my dad to the hospital. He has COVID, and they won't let me in, and I don't know where to start. And Liz says, my dad's same thing today. And Liz said, right when I need something the most, a FlyBaby helps me. And she says, I put on my FlyLady hat, and I told her exactly what to do, and I followed right along with her. Go get a shower, get dressed to lace up shoes, make your bed, get something going for dinner. And that's what we have to do. We have to come back to basics. Yeah, we're suffering. Yeah, we don't know what to do, but our routines kick in. Our routines kick in, and when they kick in and somebody tells you what to do, even if you're the one telling yourself what to do, please know that these routines keep you sane. It keeps your family going while everything you feel like is falling apart. So take care of yourself, get dressed to lace up shoes, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Even if things aren't fine, you're going to be okay. Your family's going to be okay. You've got to take care of your family and you've got to take care of yourself. So, folks, jump in where you are and let's do what we need to do for ourselves. So, let's see. I got a secret for you. Got a secret for you. Don't tell anybody. But the big ultimate package is still on sale right now. It will go off at midnight tonight. We always keep it up just an extra day just in case somebody forgot or got busy or somebody got in the hospital. So it's there. Pink rags are still $10. So get them now while you can. Okay, first question. I can't wrap my head around how to use the control journal. Any suggestions? Well, the best part about, first off, you're being a perfectionist because all your control journal is a place to keep your routines. Everything in its place and everything has a place. That's what my granny used to say. But my control journal evolved. I mean, it really did evolve. And then I went hog wild and became a super perfectionist, obsessive compulsive, and my control journal was that thick. Yeah, you heard me right, that thick. So, what I ended up doing was making my control journal. Don't fall, please don't fall. Yes, it's a hot spot, y'all. All my books are falling. I'm going to take that down. I don't want that to break. Anyway, my control journal became a little 8.5 by 5 book. 8.5 inches by 5. Oh, and here's my other little control journal. I stuck it in here. I wondered where it was. I couldn't find it. But it became a photo album. See, this was even too big. So I got it down to note cards, 4x6 note cards in a photo album. How cool is this? I had a morning routine on one side and the before bed routine on the other side. So simple, just simple. But how does it work? Well, once you establish your habits, it all works together. It's amazing. Because you don't even really have to look at your control journal once these habits are ingrained right here. But they're there if you need them. Just like Liz today. You open up your control journal and it says, get dressed, lace up shoes. Just one step after the other. And that's all you have to do. One step after the other. You don't have to do it all at one time. One baby step at a time. You got this? You can do it. So your control journal is a place to keep your routines in case you're sick and somebody needs to do them for you. So when your husband or your mother-in-law comes in the house and says, what have you been doing all day? Say, oh, go look on the control journal on the table. That'll show you what I've been doing all day. Yeah, you mark, nothing like marking things off. So don't get all caught up in how do I use this? Start with Post-it notes on your bathroom mirror. Post-it notes, just simple Post-it notes on your bathroom mirror. I'll never forget when we remodeled the house. Oh, I'll talk about that story this afternoon. Sorry I didn't have a show yesterday afternoon. I had to walk away from the computer. Remodel. I'll talk about my remodel on this afternoon show. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. But using your control journal, it can be a list of Post-it notes. It can be anything. It can be a note card, just a note card with morning routine on one side and before bed routine on the other. And then another card for afternoon routine, things you do. Somebody uses their mirror as a dry erase board. What a great way to do it. So don't get caught up in how the control journal works and wrapping your head around it. You don't have to see the top of the staircase to take the first step. You got that, ladies? And Robert, if he's in here. Yeah, I remember he's usually here. Okay. Besides the daily mission, how much time should we be cleaning during the day? Well, if you call it cleaning, you're not going to do anything. Don't call it cleaning. My morning routine takes about 15 minutes. My before bed routine takes about 15 minutes. And you spend 15 minutes decluttering, 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, 5 in the evening. That's 45 minutes of doing your routines, of blessing your home and getting things done. Robert says he's here. Okay. So, folks, it's not about cleaning. It's about loving your family. Nothing says I love you like a clean toilet to throw up in. Nothing says I love you like clean underwear in the drawer. Nothing says I love you like dinner on the table. You are loving your family by taking care of your home, which is your greatest asset. Yeah, it is. Your greatest asset. So please don't turn this into all about cleaning. It's all about taking care of your family and loving your family. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah, they do. You can say, I love you 50 million times a day. But if you don't get off your butt and put something in the crock pot for dinner, you don't love your family. You don't even love yourself. But if you put dinner in the crock pot, you empty the dishwasher, or you wash the dishes, there you go. That's showing love to your family. All our laundry is done. We have no laundry to do right now. I have the outfit I wore yesterday. That's all that's dirty. Robert has no, we worked together and got it all done in case we had a storm. And it feels good. Do a load of laundry a day, you keep Mount Washmore from growing. That says I love you. Dinner says I love you. A place to sit on your couch says I love you. Sitting down on the floor because you're not stressed out and playing with your babies, that says I love you. So quit thinking about cleaning, because we're not about cleaning, even though you think we are. We play a little game on you. We get you to bless your home. We get you to take care of you. Okay, this is a rough one. Get ready. My husband did a horrible thing. He sprayed dust spray, the in-dust stuff, all over my big feather duster. And now it looks like a greasy mess. Do you have any suggestions on how to clean it properly? Well, I'm trying to find the picture of that duster. Liz has it here somewhere. There they are. Let me pull it off of my stand without making everything go nuts here. Bring it back up. Here is the picture of this lady's poor duster. That kind of looks like my hair if I haven't washed it in 2 days. It's a greasy mess. I don't know why anybody would want to do that. They don't understand how a feather duster works. It doesn't work like a purple rag. It doesn't work like that at all. It is the fronds of the feathers. Let me show you. There are a million fronds. Let's see if I show up better right there. There are a million little tiny fronds of feathers on on this stem, and each little frond has a million little fronds on it. It's just this infinite level of fingers that pick up the dust. It's not static electricity. It is these fingers that grab the dust. And you run around your house for 2 minutes with this fluffy thing gathering all the dust, and you have turned it into an amazing, it's just, it's, the whole doing it is wonderful. It's fun. But her husband thought he was helping, and he wasn't. So, what she's got to do, and it could take, okay, I want you to think of it this way. Have you ever put coconut oil in your hair to condition it? He tried to condition the feather duster, and it didn't work. And if you've ever put coconut oil in your hair, you know that it's good and greasy, and you're trying to restore some of the, if your hair's damaged. Feather dusters aren't damaged. They don't need an oil treatment. But what you have to do, now you've seen commercials on TV for Dawn dishwashing liquid. You take a bucket of warm water and you take some Dawn dishwashing liquid and you rub into the feather dust. It's going to look like a drowned rat. And you may have to do it 4 or 5 times. I'm telling you, you might have to do it 4 or 5 times. Just to keep rinsing it and washing again, and rinsing and washing again, and rinsing and washing again. You've got to get that out of the feathers. And you've got to be gentle with it. Just pat it and rub it a little bit and rinse it, and then put some more soap on it and pat it and rub it again. Coconut oil leaves a greasy pillowcase. Yeah, it does. But eventually, you will get those feathers clean, just like they get the little birdies clean that get in an oil spill. It will get it clean. And then you take your feather duster and your blow dryer. Yeah, I said a blow dryer. And you take it and you blow the feathers dry. And you can tell if there's grease still in it because it won't poof up. But you get it good and dry, and your feather duster will be just like new. And then you ask your husband nicely not to do that again, that it took you several hours to get and explain to him how the duster works. And you're going to have a believer at that point. And then when you dust your home, you take the feather duster outside and you shake it to get, and bless the world, because you're blessing your home. Go outside and put the dust where it belongs, outside. And forgive your husband for trying to mess with your feather duster. He doesn't know how it works. But at least he was wanting to help you. So thank him. Do you have any advice for disabled flybabies? You know, many of our flybabies have chronic illness problems. And you cannot allow that issue to pull you down and give you excuses. We are in the year of excuses be gone. And don't own the disability. Let's use it as a way to strengthen ourselves. We can do anything. If you watch, there's some commercials for Shriners Children's Hospital. And I am so amazed at these kids. They do not let their problem get them down. They are upbeat. They're supporting each other. And you have to allow people to help you. You have to ask for help when you need it. I don't climb. I'm not going to be climbing anywhere. I do have a great step ladder if I need to climb. And I can use it. I keep it in the kitchen because I got a tall kitchen cabinet I need to get things down from occasionally, my baking cabinet. The main thing is, I don't let it get me down that I'm kind of heavy and I don't need to be climbing. None of us need to be climbing. If you can get up out of bed every morning and either get in your wheelchair or whatever, if you can get up out of bed, you need to be dressed to shoes. That's the main thing. Get up and get dressed to lace up shoes when you first wake up in the morning. Don't wait till noon to get dressed. I do let Robert climb. So if you can get up and get dressed, there's no excuse, and you got to put your shoes on. But you don't have to spend a solid 15 minutes doing something. You can do something for 1 minute. I sometimes empty the dishwasher 2 minutes at a time. I might not get it all done at one time, but I'll get right back to it in the next 15-minute segment, and I'll get it all done. I will get it all done. So then utilize your timer to help you, because you might need to take more breaks than the normal FlyBaby. But I guarantee you, you're going to get a lot of stuff done if you set your timer for 15 minutes and then every 15 minutes you do 2 minutes worth. You're going to have the most blessed house in the world when you do that. But you're just doing a little at a time. But if you can get out of bed, you need to be dressed. That is going to empower you better than anything. Do you hear me? It's going to empower you better than anything, being dressed to lace up shoes. Then put on some spiritual music, a preacher you like to listen to. Get the inspirational stuff going. Thank God that you woke up this morning. And enjoy your day. Don't wallow in self-pity because you're disabled. You're not disabled. You're handy capable. You just have to find out the limitations and work right up to what you can do. You can do it. We have hundreds and thousands of FlyBabies that have chronic illnesses. And they get through it every single day. How can I get my teen son to be more helpful around the house? Should I bribe them? Let's just say money talks. Follow the money. Teenagers, they like the reward system. They don't like punishment. But if you can get them to keep their room looking clean and take the trash out for you, and maybe without mouthing off, hey, if you have to bribe them with allowance money or things they want to do, have a family meeting and say, I need your help around the house. And ask them what kind of rewards they would like. And if they can stick to their end of the bargain, this is how it works in the real world. You do a job, 40 hours, 45 hours, whatever it is a week, and you get paid for it. This is teaching them the value of money. Now, it might not be much that you can afford right now, but it could be some other things. There are great incentives out there but you have to ask them what it is. You can't read their mind. So have a family meeting. Ask for help. They can't read your mind either. Let's see. I cook and clean up dishes every night. My husband never offers to help, nor thanks me when I'm done. Is it wrong to say something to him, or should I just keep quiet? Why are you picking battles? And this is not a battle you need to fall on your sword for. I clean up dishes as I cook. There's very little to do in the kitchen when I get through in the kitchen. We have to put our dishes in the dishwasher, and that's it. That's it. So quit complaining, change up the way you do things a little bit so you don't feel like such a martyr. And nobody loves a martyr, not even the martyr. So stop doing this to yourself. Clean as you go. If you walk into your kitchen, start a sink full of hot soapy water. That sink full of hot soapy water is going to help you clean up the kitchen as you go. Go for one pot meals, fewer pots to clean up. You can do this. Yes, keep quiet. When you start asking for somebody to thank you, that is not a thank you. That's coercion. That's manipulation. So stop it. Sometimes I may forget to thank Robert for bringing in firewood, but I'll remember it just before I go to sleep at night. I say, thank you, honey, for building me a fire tonight. It's just little things like that. Don't fall on your sword because you want to be appreciated. You need to appreciate yourself for putting a meal on the table and feeding your family. How often do you change your washcloth in the sink? Every day. Put a clean one out. Yeah. And the dishcloth too. Washcloth and dishcloth every day. Put a clean one out. And I like to use my purple rags for my dishcloth. They wipe down my counters. I love them. When are we supposed to clean our appliances? Every time you use them. Now, why is that? You wipe down your stove after you get through cooking. If you spill something in your microwave, clean it up when it happens. Don't wait till the end of the month or when we're in zone 2. You clean it up as you make a mess. If you spill something in the floor, you're going to leave it there and slip on it? No. You clean it up as you use it. If you use your mixer and you get mashed potatoes all over the mixer, wipe it down when you get through with it. It's all about putting things away and cleaning up as you go. Oh, let's see. Are you still doing low carb? If so, do you have any suggestions for someone just starting out? Go to savingdinner.com/sprint. Leanne will give you a PDF of listen to her webinar, and then it's going to help you get geared up for low carb. Make a pot of bone broth or buy some bone broth and get used to drinking this bone broth instead of something else. It's all about the nutrition. And yes, I do try to stay as low carb as possible. But savingdinner.com/sprint will give you the tools to get started. Make a pot of mitochondria soup. This stuff is the best stuff in the world. I'm trying to give up soda. Good for you. Do you have any suggestions on what to drink besides water? Well, get you some decaf Wise Women's Tea. This stuff is amazing. And it's so flavorful. So tea, put some electrolytes in your water or vitamin C in your water. That's a good thing to do. Put a scoop of vitamin C in a pitcher of water, and that's going to help you. Unsweetened tea in a pitcher. Wean yourself off of flavored things as much as possible, like lemonade. You can just use plain lemon or lime. I mean, if you've ever been to a spa, they have a big vat of water with lemons and limes all cut up in it. Somebody said do cucumbers. That just sounds awful to me. But the main thing is you got to drink it. And you may have to take your phone and the little clock on the phone, set some alarms for making sure you drink your water. Every time you go into the bathroom to potty, drink a cup of water. I mean, just 6-8 ounces. That's all you got to do. You can do it. And you can buy one of those soda streams that can make you some bubbles in your water if you want bubbles. I don't like any flavoring in my water, but Robert makes us lime water every once in a while because it's refreshing. You get a little vitamin C with it, and it's like having a cocktail without a cocktail. I've never meal planned before. Do you have any beginner tips? A beginner tip is take your calendar, little calendar or big calendar, and keep a diary of what you eat at night, whether it's takeout, because anything you can take out, you can cook at home. I guarantee it. You can cook it at home. And keep a diary, and that's going to give you kind of a basic weekly plan of what you like to eat. You can do it via the type of food. Is it chicken, beef, or pork, or vegetables? Is it you can do it by the category food. Is it in a slow cooker? Is it in your oven? Is it a one skillet dish? You see where I'm going with it? Is it a casserole? Yeah, you can do it that way. Frame out your week with your fun stuff for the family, like burgers one night and pizza another night. That's 2 nights. So you could have pizza on Friday night and burgers on Saturday. And just have some fun with it. Because come up with fun little names. Mexican Monday, Taco Tuesday. Wednesday's clean out the refrigerator day. Thursday is soup and sandwiches. Friday's pizza. Saturday's burgers. And then Sunday you cook a big old pot roast. Hey, that's your week. And I did it in 15 seconds or less. Name that tune. Yeah. Okay. Those are my beginner tips. You got to keep up with what you're eating on your calendar. True orange is good. Somebody's talking about putting things in their water. They've got true lime and true lemon too. I put the true lemon in my egg sometimes, and it's like a hollandaise sauce. I love it. It just hurt. It doesn't hurt. When I just think about a hollandaise sauce, I'm like a salivating puppy. I moved to Florida. I wish there was a place I could learn Southern expressions. What does bless your heart mean? I'm sure if it was I wasn't sure if it was an insult or not. Bless your heart. It can be used 2 ways. It can be a really honest to goodness, honey, bless your heart. But it can also be, it's just like everything can have 2 meanings. Everything can have 2 meanings. And you just have to understand that sometimes it really is bless your heart, and sometimes it is, oh, I feel so sorry for you. That's just, so bless your heart. Living in Florida, you're going to learn a lot of things. I have some friends all around the world, and my Southern expressions, they'll say, can you please educate me as to what that means? And I explain to them. I explain it to them. You know, in my book, Sync Reflections, I wrote the term hit a lick at a snake. And can you imagine when that was transcribed into German or French, how that came across? Nobody knows. Because I can't read French and I can't read German, but I had to explain the term to the people interpreting it and transcribing it into their language. And I said, this means do something. They didn't literally transcribe it as hit a lick at a snake. It's just get up, your arm ain't broke, do something. So it's kind of fun. A lot of terms my granny used to use. Can't, never, could do anything. So, as Christine is saying, bless your heart means whatever you want. It's how the tone is. And if you say it in writing, you never know. So hit a lick at a snake, get up and do something, and don't worry about what people say to you. Don't worry about it. Ignore them. If they say bless your heart, say thank you very much. I need your prayers. And be sincere. So thank you for praying for Mike, Liz's dad. Keep the fly babies. Any of you who are suffering with COVID, stay safe. Take care of yourself. You can do this. You can do it. And look at us. 40 minutes and we've gone through all these questions. Thanks for your questions, by the way. Liz will start a thread and we'll start collecting them for next week. My internet is working fine today. I am so happy. Yesterday was a pain because every 5 minutes it was going off. They were doing updates and it was quite annoying. So I just had to walk away from my computer about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I had worked and worked and worked, and I finally got tomorrow's work done by 4 o'clock, and I just walked away. Just walked away. So y'all, drink your water. Get your supplements in you. Don't rebel. I love you all, and I will see you after a while. 3 o'clock, bring the tea. There'll be plenty of room. I can't get my... There we go. I will see you at 3. Be good, kind, and sweet. Love you all. Bye.